All right, hello and welcome, fellas. Just wanted to say this is gonna be very nice, really much gonna be very nice fight card coming up, and this is a pay-per-view, like a pay-per-view event, so I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I do. Just need to share it on Discord, so please give me a few moments to share this on Discord and to share this in Twitter. Few moments. Okay, off we go. And also just to share this. Well, I'm eager to say we are going to enjoy all the way. Off we go. Like James Lynch was having a pretty much nice podcast, a pretty much nice review, and right now, yeah. Let me check it out, how it's going. Apology, let me see if they changed the lines. Diana Belbita versus Mario. Okay, same thing as it used to be. Yeah, it's same thing as it used to be, really. Nothing has changed. I'm just thinking like Diana Belbita versus Maria Oliveira is the first fight, and it actually makes me believe this is going to be a nice war. I have a feeling that fight is going to be a really nice war, and these two are really going to put on a show. I'm still thinking of what could be the potential pick. Like, fight starts round 3 is nice, but yeah, people are always like pick a side. I'm gonna side with Oliveira. Yeah, I'm gonna side with Oliveira. Fight starts round 3 or Oliveira to win. Okay, the next one got Diana. Yes, we got David Dvorak versus Steve Erceg. Dvorak versus Erceg. Fight starts round 3. I'm gonna go with Dvorak to win. Yes, I'm going with David Dvorak to win. Just early prelims until minute 4. Preliminary card until minute. Main card. Then chit. Okay. I'm gonna cover the next phase of it. Blake Wilder versus Kyle Nelson. I'm going with Wilder to win. Wilder to win. Wilder ETD. Wilder KO TKO round 3. That's one of my expectations. The next one is Ayman Zahabi versus Auri Killing. Zahabi versus Killing. No distance. Ayman submission or Killing KO TKO. Side call Killing. Hello Benjo, how you doing? Side call gonna be Killing. Yeah, side call gonna be Auri Killing. Jasmine Jasudavicius versus Miranda Maverick. Jazz versus Mav over 2.5. Side call Jazz to win. Yeah, Jasudavicius to win gonna be my side call. I think this is going to be a very tough fight, and Jasmine Jasudavicius is a heavy underdog, but I do believe in her. I do believe that she is going to pull out an upset, and I have a reason to believe that Jasudavicius is a weight bully, so she could go the distance. It's just a question whether Maverick will try to submit her, etc. But I don't see her getting submitted. No, I don't see it happen so far. Chris Curtis versus Nasruddin Imavov. Curtis versus Imavov over 2.5. Side call Curtis. Side call gonna be Curtis. Yeah, Curtis is the underdog, so this one this one is pretty much what I'm looking forward to. Really what I'm looking forward to until minute 6. Okay. Now with the main card, we are going to go with Eric Anders versus Marc-Andre Berriu. Marc-Andre to win or over 1.5. Marc-Andre decision. If I must do something, literally give you an accurate pick. Dan Ige versus Nate Landwehr. I'm super not confident about that fight. Ige versus Landwehr over 1.5. Super not confident. Side call gonna risk and say Landwehr to win. Landwehr to win. Landwehr KO, TKO. I'm going to risk with this side call. So I'm very much not confident about this fight. Just don't bet on it. Don't bet on this fight. That is my cutest piece of advice. Mike Mellott versus Adam Fugit. I say Mellott to win. Ready to be robbed again? Absolutely, man. Mellott ETD. I'm like, yeah, Mellott ETD gonna be my call. Then the next one, Oliveira Dariush. I've got Dariush. Dariush to win. Dariush decision. And finally, the main event of the evening. Nunes versus Aldana. I was thinking so much of this fight. Man, I want Amanda Nunes to win. I mean, I want Amanda Nunes to lose, but I'm a diehard fan of Irene Aldana, but simply I don't see her winning. You know, that's a problem. I can't see her winning. And Irene Aldana, she's a huge cat lover, a very much of a nice fighter, very much dedicated warrior, etc. Pretty much same picks as mine. Yeah, glad we're having same picks. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go with Nunes to win, but my primary pick is no distance. So this is my primary pick. I hope Aldana might actually pull this off. I will believe in miracles, but I'm picking Nunes to win. I actually don't like Nunes too much, but she is very skillful, and yeah, she is very skillful, and I believe she might actually pull this off. Also, I'm gonna give you a round robin. This is Jazz to win, Curtis to win, and did I pick another underdog? Jazz to win, Curtis to win, Landwehr to win, Nate to win. Also, my bets. You want to know my bets? Jazz versus Mav over 2.5. Mellott to win. Dariush to win. These are my bets. I have only 3 bets, believe it or not. I usually have more bets, but on this one, I have only 3 bets. Mellott to win, Dariush to win, and Jazz versus Mav over 2.5 is gonna be my call. These are my bets. I'm squaring off against true analyst in the second round of the virtual tournament, and I have a feeling that virtual tournament is pretty much a hard choice for all of us, for everybody who wants to compete at EC. I'm pretty much confident I'm having a very tough opponent in that bracket, so we're about to see. I also need to post something for members, which will be done right now. I need some time to post it. I will need some time to grind through it. Tonight I'm covering TUF live, just in the case you don't know. I'm covering TUF live, and In the case you don't know, this is pretty much fun. That TUF gonna be pretty much fun. We are going to see what's gonna happen. Like when people ask about TUF picks, and don't forget to vote, please. Everybody, you have the right to vote. Don't forget. Like, no. Okay, I'm posting. I'm writing something. Yeah, I also have Chris Curtis to win from underdogs. Nate has great chance to lose, but I'm rooting for the upset. Me too. Curtis is also round robin underdog, yes. Um, I didn't bet on Wilder to win. I might change that. I might change that in the future, you never know. Maybe I'm gonna add the Wilder bet. I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of adding a Blake Wilder bet. I released a post for the members also. Uh, I might add Blake Wilder to the bet later. Just saying I might add it doesn't have to mean I will add it. I'm just saying I might do it and add it later. Thinking actually of adding it. Really much thinking of adding it. Like Blake Wilder to win sounds like a pretty decent choice to me. In the first place, it pretty much sounds like a decent choice to me. Yeah, I'm having a feeling that Blake Wilder is going to dominate Kyle Nelson. That is what I'm believing at the moment. I believe Blake Wilder is going to dominate this competition. But again, like who is my most confident pick? I wrote my bets, but I'm actually super confident that Mallet to win. I mean, maybe we are going to see an upset on the end of Fugit, but Mallet is fighting in front of his home fans, and when you're fighting in front of your home fans, you're always additionally motivated, and that is something that's going to give you wings. This motivation, these things that always gives wings to people, and I'm having a feeling that this could be a really huge motivation for Mike Malott, and I'm having a feeling that Mike Malott could pull this off. Another good call on this card. Yeah, side of Bowder. I think Jazz versus Mavi is closer than it looks, and I heavily disagree with that line. I believe that line is pretty much wrong. I believe that line is horribly wrong, and I'm hoping Jazz is going to prove my theory. I know Miranda Maverick is a huge favorite for a reason. She is young, but already at this time of year, at this time of age, she's already a veteran with all those competitions, wins, etc. She already is a veteran, and I agree to that. I agree that she deserves to be a heavy favorite, and I'm fine with that. I'm pretty much fine with her being a favorite. But I'm not fine with one thing. I'm not fine with claiming that this is going to be easy squeezy victory for Miranda Maverick. I heavily disagree with that because it can't be easy squeezy win. No way it can be easy squeezy win. That's what I'm saying. Like easy squeeze is not an option for me, especially not in that fight. David Dvorak against Steve Erceg is another high-level, high-potential fight. Steve Erceg is a local champion in Australian Eternal MMA promotion, and he smoked out many guys on the local circuit. But I believe David Dvorak is a better guy, and David Dvorak is also a huge cat lover. And no, for me, it's pretty much hard to pick against a cat lover. Pretty much hard for me to pick against a cat lover, and I'm having a feeling that this cat lover might actually pull it off. So I'm like always chanting for cat lovers, and I'm always supporting cat lovers all the way. You know that very well, my diehard fans. And yes, also to tell you, my rival in the second bracket, true analyst Wayne Gaethje. Wayne Gaethje is a serious opponent, and I am unsure whether I will be able to pass. Like, people are giving me heavy advantage. I think it's a pick'em. So when I'm talking about ARC's virtual tournament, I think that fight is a pick'em, and I have a feeling that fight is a real pick'em. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I will advance. But again, you've seen how many upsets we were having. For example, I smoked out Cody Saftik in the first round, and that's a guy who has the whole network behind him, like a whole network stacked with sponsors and with high-level names. And he was smoked out by a Bulgarian villain. So, I mean, it means that in this job, the only thing that matters is like what you do, how everything plays out, etc. That's the only thing that matters here. And when people keep saying that you can be the greatest star of this world, and an average guy can piece you up, an average guy can destroy you, can like teach you a lesson. So, guys, there are many underrated channels, and you should know that. You should know when you see an underrated channel that you shouldn't troll right off the bat, that you shouldn't criticize right off the bat, because it might ricochet off your head, and sometimes you might feel the consequences. That's like when people saw like Cody Saftik having 41K, they were like, "Oh, the guy has a whole media." But yeah, but people who really follow the sport, who really tune into the spirit of this sport, actually picked me to win, and I was impressed with that. I was thrilled and impressed because of that, because they really helped me a lot. Their levels of dedication, and they believed in me more than I believed in myself. So I have to give credit to everybody who believed in me, who were thinking that I was gonna pull that off. I was a bit unsure about the potential outcomes. Also, you need to know that I uploaded all boxing picks today. Tomorrow I'm going to upload PFL picks. The day after tomorrow I plan to upload BKFC picks, and I'm hoping for another successful week. I agree, some betting channels are underrated, but I have always my own picks. That is okay. Yeah, you should always have your own picks. That is perfectly spot on. Everybody should have his own picks. And I agree that everybody should have his own picks. But I'm telling, like, True Analyst only has 191 subscribers. The guy isn't even monetized. And people are going to say, oh, the guy has zero potential, etc. Believe me, MMA experts were smoked out by Mike's MMA picks. Angelo Vivant picks was smoked out by Brandon Kay. Like, the MMA guru lost to Addicted to Combat. Everybody can lose. I'm just saying, everybody can lose. This is like, it's all a part of the game. I understand it, but we were having so many upsets in the previous round. Also, Blood Money versus Prodigy was a pick'em. Prodigy has that guy also isn't monetized. Blood Money has 205, I think, 2.05k picks, and he had the greatest score, like 13.3. But I dominated Saftik 8.25 to 6. I literally dominated Saftik. I smoked him out badly. And yeah, some channels are heavily underestimated, and people are like, to my channel mostly come Duggies and and people who are like religion, I'm banning them. So maybe that's why many people isn't watching at me, because I'm not interested in somebody's trolling. When people start trolling, those idiots, I just ban them. So I'm not interested in. I mean, I can tolerate jokes, etc. I can be on the bottom of my joke for my entire life, as long as somebody doesn't mention religion or begs for money. Guru is very salty when he is not on point with picks. Well, everybody is salty when they are not on point. Not just Guru, everybody. We had like stars. If you watched Ark Uncivilized show, you had stars who were having like 4 or 5 accurate picks. 3 guys were having a score of 4, and I was like, man, these guys are stars. For example, Angelo V1 picks only had 5 accurate shots. Hello, Saksib, how are you doing? Angelo V1 picks only had 5 accurate shots. MMA experts only had 5 accurate shots. Guru is on another level of saltiness. Yeah, Guru. I'm just saying, like the greatest stars were having low number of picks. I'm just talking, check our uncivilized video. And Cody Saftik was like the favorite number 1 to win. And he had only 6 accurate picks, and I was above him with 8.25. Many people believed that I was gonna smoke him out. No, many people said you are going to smoke out Saftik. I was like, guys, slow down, please. I was like, guys, slow down. The guy has 41k subs. The guy has Maya Media Network. No, Maya Media Network, he has a whole network behind himself. The whole team of people. And I smoked out the whole team of people. It just speaks about that you should never judge the book by its cover. That's why I'm saying Saftik is now in fear. Well, of course he is in fear. Of course he is in fear because he lost by a villain. He lost by a villain, man, by a villager. I mean, look at the two of us. Saftik is always wearing, he is always wearing high-level wardrobe. He is always like, combed, and he is always looking nice, etc. And look at me. I'm looking like a villain. It's where Guru makes his money. Him bring right makes him more credible. Well, Guru is fun. Guru is extremely fun. I was actually on this fight card. I had something new because those fans were trashing me. etc. I was roasting Abubakar Nurmagomedov for 15 minutes. That is the new thing I brought starting from this card. But I won't roast people every single time. Let me see on this fight card who could I roast. Whose fans were trashy towards me? Well, nobody had fans who were insulting me. No, on this card I don't plan to trash anybody because fans were not bad towards me. But I'm telling you, Abubakar's fans are like brutally bad, brutally mean people. Amir versus Amir Albazi. Yes, it was a fun fight. Was a close fight. I actually scored 3-2 for Kara friends. Guru is kid, you're grown man, you don't need to trash people. No, I'm only trashing people. I can trash people for 2 reasons. Hello, JL. I can only trash people when their fans talk shit to me. Like Nurmagomedov's fans, for example, and their fans, when they talk shit, of course, I'm going to talk shit back. That's number 1. And number 2, I can trash somebody when he is fighting horribly. And you've seen that. Think I won, but I was happy Amir won. That's okay. I can accept that Amir won, but I scored 3-2. I just think Amir won 2 rounds. Unfortunately, no roasting objects on this card. Well, no. I didn't have bad experience with Benel's fans. Like people going to say like Benel's fans. No, they were not touching me. Let me see. Other guys, no. Mike Mellot, no. Landwehr, no. Imamov's fans are pretty much respectful. I can't say anything bad about them. They are not threatened. Dvorak's fans are pretty much amazing. No, I don't have anything personal with any on this card. Amir will fight Dubai for title. You think so? Amir is now number 3. He's number 3 right now. You sure he's gonna fight Dubai? Amir said he was confident winning, wasn't faced. He's lying. I don't think they're like that delusion. You should say that to Guru the musical. He could make a new video about Amir Albazi's delusion if he really believes in that. That Dubai card will be amazing. Well, who could be fighting on that Dubai card? What do you think? Who are we? Benel Dariush could fight on that Dubai card if he wins right now. Yeah. Charles Olives. Who else will fight for title Figueredo left the division? Amir is number 3. Right now, Amir is number 3. So, okay, he is number 3. Moreno versus Amir. Okay, if UFC is fine, I'm fine. Bilal playing a character. He knows Amir lost. Mokav even tweeted that Kai won. I also think Kai won. Hamzat Usman. Well, Hamzat Usman would be a great fight. If you want to sell pay-per-views, Hamzat versus Usman is a great fight. Yes, if you want to sell pay-per-views. Guru the Musical doing a very underrated job, very entertaining guy. Yeah, everybody should follow that guy. But he's having funny videos, When he streams, he's not that funny. But when he makes videos, like I was rolling out of laughing for 45 minutes when he was roasting Anthony Smith. And he put me in Anthony Smith's video. When I said that I think that Anthony Smith is pretty much delusional. Amir Albazi fight card would be awesome. MMA Hall said Amir won because he was pressuring forward. I have to disagree. Amir is Arab that actually speak the language. Then I want him in Dubai for title. The oil sheikh will give UFC money. Well, Amir Albazi is Iraqi, I think. Right, he's Iraqi, right? You know who else could fight on that card? How's that guy's name? I forgot the name, the Afghani fighter. The fighter from Afghanistan. I forgot his name. Sorry. There are also good Israeli fighters. That guy, Ashmuz, however, Yana Ashmuz, he could fight on that card. Seemed rigged from the start. The fact the judge gave him the 4th seals the deal. He didn't win round 4. Ben is also Middle East. Ben El Dariush, yeah, he's a Syrian. Shavkat Rakhmonov, yes. Ben El Dariush, he says that he's a Syrian, I believe. He's Persian, right? Ben El Dariush, he is claiming that he is a Syrian. He is claiming that he is from Assyria, I think. There are no way Israel will fight in Dubai. A lot of Charles fanboys. Well, I would like to see Charles winning, but Benel is too good, guys. I mean, I want Oliveira to win, but Benel is very technical. Plus, I have no reasons to roast Benel. No, they're Syrian, but they don't have country. Yeah. So you think Yanal Ashmu is not gonna fight? So who else could fight on that card? Do we have some guy? Japan fighter is not gonna fight in Dubai. No way. No way. They're not going to accept to fight in Dubai. That's impossible. Who else could fight on that card? Yeah, UFC Dubai sounds like a really, really nice state. Like a really nice card. So when Charles was facing Islam, people said he was selling fights and is respectful. But when it's other people, they say it's being rude, double standards. Absolutely, Jay. I'm inside Yanal Shmuz hype train. Can't wait for his fight. Me too, man. He knocked out Sam Patterson. Like, Yanal Shmuz is heavy underrated guy. But to everybody who when you see a number of subscribers, never judge somebody speaks by the number of subscribers, guys, because everybody were thinking that Seftik was gonna smoke me out. Aside of 5 people who really follow me since my own beginnings, like Illinois Bigfoot stood by me. Who else? Jack Attack MMA stood by me. They were super confident that I was going to win. They were even messaging me on Twitter. I was like, okay, guys, just slow down, please. Seftik is a star. And they were like, no, he's beatable. In my favorite card of your Dubai and London card. Amazing. Great time for European. Yes, it is. Imagine Benel beats Islam and talks about Jesus. The two could fight. What an idea! That is the funniest idea I have ever heard. You really think that is going to happen? Oh man, Guru the musical hype train. I love you guys. You always come up with great ideas. It would have never came to my mind though. Muslims believe in Jesus. Rush him out of the country. Do they? I mean, if Ben Hill says that Jesus is God or something, why would they be upset? Do they? I didn't know that. But okay, I really didn't know that, but it would be funny. For me, at least, it would be funny. It's freedom of speech. Benny did that last time. Yes, I know, but I'm just saying it would be funny because, it would be very funny if somebody talks like that. That would be funny. For me, at least, it would be funny. That would be very, very funny if he tells that. But I doubt Benny is going to talk about that. Nah, I think Benny is just going to talk about the fight. Benny said last fight Jesus was God, they don't care. People can't believe what they want. That is true, Saksib. That is absolutely spot on. 280 was underwhelming, same with 279. Yeah, these were good cards, man. You know, You know what was my favorite when we were already talking about Dubai card? When Hamzat was making his debut, that was my favorite Dubai card. It was fight night, I believe, and Bakauskas was making his debut. Benny will say that he say every fight. Um, I think Benny is a bit underestimated in the terms of trash talking, guys. He's like, I'm not gonna call him humble, but even if he tries to trash talk, you just need to be a talent to trash talk. So some guys are talented. For example, McGregor was talented. The only way they will be upset if Benny says something about their Prophet Muhammad. Really? Why would Benny say that? Nah, I don't think Benny would say that. He's just not that type of a guy. Benny is like, Benny will never be disrespectful. He is a good guy. I'm telling you, even if Benny tries to be disrespectful, it's like some people are born with that. For example, Conor McGregor. He knew. Somebody is born to be a trash talker. Some people are not born for that. For example, Ben Dariush. For example, you know who is also a horrible trash talker? Alexander Rakic, for example. Rakic is the most horrible trash talker I've ever seen. Charles is a showman and made a bunch of excuses. It's the same song and dance. If he loses to Benel, he's always going to have massive excuses. Last time, people were saying that Makachev could outstrike him, and what happened? Makachev dropped him and then submitted him. He submitted the submission god, literally. Everyone can believe what they want. But Muslims won't believe Jesus was God in human form. They say he was just a prophet, but not like Christians believe. I agree, some people are gifted with speech. Yeah. Some people are literally gifted. Like, for example, Sean Strickland. Guys, I recommend you to watch Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland is heavily underrated. He is a good trash talker to me. Who else is good trash talker? Like John Jones, he can't talk to save his life. Nah. John Jones is good to irritate and annoy people. John Jones is good for that. But if you're talking about the real trash talk, just forget about John Jones. He is good to irritate people. I like Jones, you know why? Because he makes people angry. That's why I love Jones. Yeah, Sean Strickland is very underestimated trash talker. Gustafsson was good trash talker back in the days. You said you're from Sweden. Gustafsson was good trash talker. He used to be a good trash talker. I liked actually his style. Yeah. Some people know to trash talk, and some people are just not talented for that. Some people are just horrible with trash talk. For example, Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo is one of the worst trash talkers I've ever seen. McGregor could roast anyone in 5 seconds. Nate Diaz only knows to count to 10. That's Conor McGregor. That person is done. He is goat in trash talk. I was dying from laughter when he roasted True Jordy. Not only True Jordy, I was dying from laughter when he was roasting Nate Diaz. When he said, Nate only knows to count to 5. Do you remember that ESPN interview? Yeah, like Conor McGregor impression, it's pretty easy. Like that voice. Burns victim. I know, Conor McGregor. Petr Yan has good trash talk, but people don't know because he doesn't speak a lot English. Petr Yan has good trash talk, but you need a translator. I think Diaz, Chaos, Jake Paul. I would love to see that man more than anything in the world. Conor is best, absolutely. Conor went a bit too far against Khabib, but if you want to sell fights, Ask Conor to help you. He will help. Chandler is going to discipline the amateur Conor. Chandler is going to fuck him up badly, man. I think Conor should retire. I mean, the man literally won everything he could. Paulo Costa, very funny. He is. Paulo Costa is amazing. Khabib was okay at trash talk. When he sends, send me location. When he was like, send me location. That was the most epic part of his trash talk. Or when Conor called him that his wife is a towel. That was funny. Do you remember that? When Conor said that? But he went too far with that. I'm like, I can't support that, but it was funny. Like to call somebody's wife a towel. Like, I would never remember to call somebody's wife a towel. That is like, I mean everything, man, but a towel. I mean, come on, man. Like a towel. Khabib was brutally honest. Yeah. And trash talk sounds good if you win Frozen like Elsa ring a bell. Why not? Trash talk. But everything Khabib said was spot on, but Khabib was honest. I'm gonna smash that guy. I'm gonna smash. Why heavyweights never talk much trash? I don't know. You should ask that question to Tom Aspinall. Ask Tom Aspinall that question. Tom Aspinall never trash talks. Easy is the worst. Nah, Easy is not a good trash talker. He is more of a racial slur boy. I'm like, he really went too far against Dricus du Plessis with. I don't agree with those things. Like, it's okay to throw in someone is the one thing, but racial slurs are really going too far. That's no. I can't support that. Like, he's not African because he's not breathing African air. Like du Plessis, it was a stupid thing. Like when people say, Vlad, you're not Bulgarian because you're not breathing Bulgarian air. So, is that a problem? Almeida is going to be shaken up when he gets his takedown defended. Well, it depends who's he fighting. Also, Khabib spoke static last early in the year. Tap like chicken, end of year, you fight for title. Well, Khabib tapped him. Khabib pretty much tapped him, and he was honest. I'm gonna smash that guy, and he smashed that guy. He actually rocked Conor with the Vivian overhand right. Blades is fighting Almeida. Almeida to win. I'm gonna bet on Almeida. Dricus is done. Yeah, man, like Dricus doesn't know to trash talk, but he has a lot of fans. You gotta give him credits because he's having a lot of fans. Hello, Giga Chat of NPCs, historian in the chat. Hello, my historian. How's everything doing? I'm just saying, like, Dricus has a lot of fans. This is good side. I think Almeida will get KO'd in round 1. I think not going the distance is the safest call. Blades wrestling is overrated, to be honest. Blades is stronger, but Almeida is a BJJ specialist. This is like, we'll see. Du Plessis, I believe, just worded it poorly, but of course people are going to bash Easy. Guys, I'm just saying with Du Plessis, the guy has a lot of fans, and South Africa is a big market. South Africa is pretty much underestimated market. Dricus du Plessis, Cameron Simon, they have a lot of followers. Even Cameron Simon has a lot of followers, and he has like 2-3 victories. He's young. I'm just saying that South Africa is a very underestimated market. That is what I'm trying to say. South Africa is a very underestimated market. If we're going to talk about markets, I'm just saying that South Africa is a very, very underestimated market. Sweden was until the arrival of Gustafsson. Hope Du Plessis knocks Robert out. I'm tired of people choking the chicken out Robert. Oh man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to knock Robert out. And Robert has a very good chin. Okay, maybe you are right. I'm not going to downgrade your knowledge. I mean, your knowledge is pretty much very, very good. You are following me for a very much long period of time, but it's good. Okay, if Du Plessis wins, that's going to be a massive upset. If Dricus was just normal, everyone would support him. But Dricus already has tons of followers. Almeida is pure strength with basic technique and some jiu-jitsu on the ground. Blades may have bad offensive wrestling, but he'll have good TD defense and a get-up game. Blades is actually very strong. Robert was on spaghetti legs during the Romero fight. Yeah, man, but Robert survived 2 wars with that guy. I mean, what can you say to the guy who survived 2 wars with that kind of a guy? He deserves a lot of respect for that. I mean, I don't know anybody who could survive 5 rounds against Romero 2 times. Everybody would go crazy, but Robert is still normal. I know so many shots to the head, and he's still normal. It's like, I don't know how. I'm really wondering to some point how is he still normal after eating so many shots to the head. But okay, maybe, I don't know. Almeida got rocked badly in his contender. I remember that very well. Against Blades is way taller, longer. Robert beat Dricus in 3 rounds. That's a 3-rounder. The problem is the fight is a 3-rounder. So, yeah, it's a 3-rounder, and that is a problem. I'm just saying. Like, it's not easy when it's a 3-rounder. And if you're asking me who I want to win, I mean, you know the answer to that question, fellas. You know who I want to win. You know who I'm backing up. Everybody knows the answer to that question. You know who am I backing up. I want Dricus to win, but I don't see it happening. P.S. Dana had the nerve to trash Gordon, and this isn't a coincidence. Bilal is best friends with Gordon. I'm tired of this disrespect. That is true. Dricus gets out against bums. Dricus doesn't have good cardio. If it's a 5-rounder, Robert is elite. Robert is just sitting and training, believe me. He's just the type of a guy who is constantly sitting, training, fighting for better tomorrow, etc. I'm just saying the guy is... It's hard. I'm saying it's gonna be hard for Dricus. I mean, if Dricus wins, he should fight for the title. They should make Adesanya versus Dricus if Dricus wins. They should make that fight. UFC Africa 1, make it in South Africa. That would be awesome. Make it in South Africa. Why not? Or make it, I don't know, it doesn't have to be Australia every single time. Make it in New Zealand. Make it in Fiji. Make it in Samoa. Imagine this event in Samoa. Well, let's wait. If Duplessis wins, I better not hear Robert was caught off guard or lucky. I don't know. I would love to tell that I'm supporting that theory, but we are going to see. I'm going to be pretty much cautious with statements about that fight. I think Whittaker wins, but you never know with Dricus Duplessis. That is a part of the game. You never know with Dricus Duplessis. Yes, Dricus is he is a former KSW champ. He's got a lot of followers. He's a hard hitter. Anything is possible. I'm just saying anything is possible so far. Literally anything is possible. Robert could trip, and people would say it was a masterful way of getting up. I know. You know what is interesting? Now I'm going to tell you a shocking fact. Dricus has more fans than Robert. How can you explain that? That is like the part of the game I don't understand. Why is he having more fans? Like, Robert is one, I can't say one of the most hated champions, but one of the most non-supported champions. Ben and Bilal barely speak the language where they came from and expect these fans to back him. Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. You need to know the language if you want to get support, especially like when you're marching towards that market. But it's questionable. I don't know. Are they marketable fighters? That is one of the part of the game I would like to know more about. Are they marketable? Are they profitable? Robert has a loud minority of fans, while Izzy has a loud minority of haters. Oh, man. But people don't support Robert that much, and he used to be a champ. Like, that is funny. Also, Volk. Volk is a nice guy, etc., but Dricus has more fans than them. I'm like, okay. What do you think of Widman returning versus Tavares? Tavares to win. He can come back. No. No, I think Widman is done, especially after that leg fracture. No, I don't know many people who recovered after leg fracture. It's like, no, I don't believe. Never been a fan of Tavares, but I'll be honest, never been. I don't like Tavares' fighting style, but he's going to defeat Widman. No, I think he's going to defeat Widman. I want Widman to win, but man, after that leg fracture, after that injury, if he wins, he's God. You're a smart guy, you know why people like Dricus, of course. Of course I know, man. He's pushing the Republic of South Africa to the next level. Of course, why? I mean, Dricus is revolution. He's pushing Africa. He's pushing South Africa. The guy is a revolution, and like he is the legend in his state because what he did to the sport, what he did to the development of the sport. The guy is a legend, and Easy knows to roast and irritate people, but I don't know. Easy is like John Jones. He knows to irritate people. Yeah, Dricus beat Till and Branson. That's really impressive. Who is supporting Dricus? Many people. Many people are supporting Dricus because he's Mr. Revolution. But if you're going to talk about his trash talking style, I would give him like 3 out of 10. But the whole state of South Africa is the whole Republic of South Africa is supporting Dricus. Colby said Jones isn't the GOAT because he cheated, and people are conflicted. They don't want to trash their crush Colby or their boy Toy Jones. Do think other African than South African like Dricus? I don't know. Do they? Dracus actually has a lot of fan in the United States of America. He has a big fan base that is pretty much strange to me. But outside of South Africa, I don't know. Do they support him? Also hearing that Jared Cannonier said he wants to fight Israel in Australia after beating Marvin. No way he beats Marvin. UFC Nigeria would be great. It would, but like Marvin Vettori is unfinishable. He is uncrackable. I don't know. If you defeat Marvin Vettori, the only way to defeat him is via decision. Okay, guys, back in 1 minute. I just need to check something quickly. Back in 1 minute. Sorry, guys, I was preparing a meal, so I had to my meal is finished, so for later. They don't know. They don't know. They don't, white Western like Dracus African don't like him except South Africa. Probably yes. I don't want to see Easy versus Cannonier again. Nobody wants to see that fight. That was a boring fight, man. Let's be honest. That was one of the most boring fights I've ever seen. Nah, man, like Easy Cannonier. No, man. It was horribly boring fight. What did you make for dinner? I actually made. How do you write it in English? Hold on. I don't know how to write it in English. I think it's like this. I'm not sure whether I spelled well in English. I had to remove it, maybe I didn't spell well. So if it's spelling mistake, sorry. You understand. Okay, I'm not sure how is it pronounced in English, like spaghetti, carbonara, I guess. Yes, that is what I was making. I just had to remove it off the stove. So that's why I exited. And now it's gonna when I finish this, I'm gonna eat. I'm also following TUF, just to know. I will be following TUF, watch along. And we'll see tonight who is going to beat who. I don't know. Like, I want prospects to win, but it seems veterans are on point this time. Veterans are pretty much on point this time. I could really pretty much agree with that aspect of the game. Hey, pro MMA fans, how are you doing, man? I'm like, I'm just saying that veterans are pretty much on point this time. I don't know, I want prospects to win, but when Jennerman was smoked out after 9 seconds, I was like, you know what was my reaction? It was like this. I was thinking he's going to trade bombs with the guy. I was learning a bit today. I was doing a bit of OBS. Didn't have much of a time, but I was doing a bit. Volk is huge name right now. How is your day, Emil Nelson? Been a while since you hopped into the chat. Are you doing okay with your obligations, or how's your wife doing? I think Nunes and Valentina are done. They are too cocky and pay the price. I want Nunes to lose, but I think her time hasn't arrived yet. But I want Nunes to lose. I'm a huge fan of Aldana. You know that very well. Veterans are really pretty much brutal. You could say that. I know, man. Veterans are. I want prospects to win, but man, veteran. They're strong. Guys, they have a strong lineup. Let's be honest. I wanted Jennerman to win so badly, but man, you're like a very much proven fighter in LFA, and you get smoked out by Roosevelt Roberts in like 9 seconds after 1-2. I mean, nah. Painful to watch. Doing well. Found another way to make money faster, so I'm prioritizing that over the Shackles YouTube hands out. You found another way. That is amazing, my friend. What does the BMF belt do? I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of a reward for people who, I guess, for people who don't win titles. For example, Gaethje versus Poirier, they have never been champions. Maybe that's like not champs, something like different. I am also opening a construction company in July, just to tell you. So I just want to announce you that I'm opening construction company in July. But it is not going to affect, silver first place. This is not going to affect my YouTube management and my YouTube job and my writing job. It is not going to affect it. That construction company will also probably sponsor me if everything is on point. I might get some additional sponsorship, but this is still in negotiation phase, so I will reveal every single detail in July. If everything is fine, I will reveal details in July. Still negotiating. I need a desktop PC for the company and future streaming. Oh, I don't have money for desktop PC. Like, Conor would be perfect for the BMF title since he may never win another title again. You are really pretty much on point. I'm trying. They don't BMF title in 155, so they can get Conor to fight the winner. You can set a donation goal when you figure out how OBS widgets. That would be nice. But you know what is the problem? I'm going to tell you what is the problem with that desktop. I'm moving a lot. For example, I'm traveling a lot. That's why I have laptop. That is one of the challenges I would have to go through. Like, the problem is this. I'm moving. For example, did a new episode. It will be uploaded tonight. I'm moving a lot. For example, I'm traveling to my parents. I'm traveling to another city. Then I'm traveling to another city. Traveling to my condo. Desktop PC would be really much challengeable project, but I can try it out. I'm trying to get a hold of some new sponsors right now. I only have one sponsor at the moment. But I'm trying to get a hold of some new sponsors, and this construction company could actually help me with getting new sponsors. Leg is still recovering. Finished medical therapies, making 2 weeks rest, then I'm returning to medical therapies. I can walk, but haven't tried to run yet. Shirt is really pretty much, it's an old school, 80s. It's 80s. It is 80s. It is pretty much nice. Yeah, it is pretty much nice, 80s. I'm just saying, guys, the problem is the fact that I'm traveling a lot, and I need to get a hold of more sponsors right now. I have only one sponsor, which is okay, really okay. But if that construction company starts working okay, then I'm going to have access to more sponsors. And if I have more sponsors, it is going to be easier for me. Like this kind of lifestyle, I have to work 3 jobs. I have to ref soccer. I hope I will be able to ref from August. I have to write articles. I'm doing this because I love YouTube. Like, okay, I'm getting sponsors, etc. But this is not my first time, my first choice. How much money are you looking to get for a sponsorship? Still in negotiation phase, but it should be enough to pay my bills, and it should be enough. It should be enough to pay my home bills, and it should be enough for my car. Look up Mini ITX PC case. There's a PC case style that is handheld. You can get an external GPU and external SSDs as well. Mini ITX. Okay, I'm going to photo this. Hold on. I'm going to photo this. Okay, I photoed this. I will check it out when I finish the stream. I'm checking it right now. How long do you think it took to be comfortable in front live screen? It depends. It depends. I was having a hard time when I started this. When I started streaming every day, not like every day, every second day maybe. When I started streaming every second day, I actually stream whenever I have time. But when I started streaming every single day or every second, I needed like a month or two. It was not easy to me, it was stressful very, because I'm actually very much introverted. I'm a very much introverted guy. I don't like I don't like many people, etc. This is okay to me because I really enjoy this. I really enjoy doing this, but it's hard. It's hard to some point. You're very confident now. Now I am, but the beginnings were brutally hard. Beginnings were brutally hard because I was afraid when I was in front of the cameras, but I was talking to my therapist about that, and they gave me some exercises where I was training speech in front of the mirror, and it actually helped me a lot. I needed 1 or 2 months, but I'm actually pretty, how to say, I'm not comfortable in front of many people. Right now I am, but I was pretty much down to earth guy. And that is me. What can give advice to someone new? Never give up your dreams. If people trash you, it means that you are doing a great job. That is two pieces of advices I can give you. If people are trashing you, you are doing a good job. Number one. Number two, never give up your dreams, because your channel can explode at any point. For example, would anybody expect that a Bulgarian villain is going to smoke out Codiseptic? Nobody, right? Only 5 people who followed me like for 2, 3, 4 years, they expected that because they know my level of knowledge and they know that I'm a very skillful guy. And like people see, that is the problem with people. That is mass effect. When they see like he has 41K subscribers, they're going to say, okay, he's more knowledgeable. No, it doesn't have to mean he's more knowledgeable. For example, True Analyst has only 191 subscribers, but I'm also scared of him because he is a good opponent and he knows what he's talking. That guy knows what he's talking. Was your first live stream a KSW commentary? Oh, yes, it was. How did you know that? Yes, it was. It was KSW commentary, yes. And it was the most stressful live commentary I have ever had. Because KSW back in the days, Pujanovsky was fighting at that event, and it was super, super stressful to me. It was super hard to wear Mariusz Pujanovsky. It was super, super. It was like a very, very hard event to me. I had a lot of views though. I had over 2K views on that, but man, it was extremely stressful to me. I was like all the time, I was shaking. I was shaking all the time. When my sponsor told me, Vlad, you should cover events, I was like, man, are you sure? I should speak in front of the camera for like 2, 3, 4 hours. How am I gonna go through this etc. And he said, listen, try, enjoy. That video was pretty much awesome. Thanks, man. Would you say that video was recorded, that was my ever first event live stream? Would you say it was the first ever event live stream? You wouldn't probably, right? And now I'm gonna give you the secret. Yes, it was. I didn't look much confident in that video. I know, it's visible of the airplane. It looked pretty much natural. Oh, thank you, man. That was my first video and I was super scared. You don't even know how scared I was heading into that video. I was shaking. Honestly, I was shaking heading into that video. And I said to myself, man, people don't see how we feel. No, they don't. No. Everybody's thinking like when you're doing this for the first time that you're a pro, etc. I like when pro MMA fans tells me this because it means he hasn't noticed the difference. And if he hasn't noticed the difference, maybe 90% of people didn't. But people who know me better would see that I was I was sweating. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you're right. I was sweating about that fight companion. I didn't know how I was gonna cover it. You see, I didn't know what people like. That was also the problem. I didn't know what people like. Right now, I know. I know which fighter I'm going to roast. I know which fighter I'm going to support. I know approximately what my community wants. Back in the days, I knew nothing about community wishes. I knew nothing about how thing works, etc. And the competition was not that rough. Nowadays, everybody is a YouTuber. Competition is brutal nowadays. Have you tried syncing your YouTube channel to Odyssey? Yes, I've tried, but it didn't work. I've tried also with the other one. Love the content as always, bro. Meow. Oh, meow. Meow, mate, in the chat. I tried, but they won't let me sync my YouTube channel to any other platform. I don't know why. I was writing to YouTube creator support. Also today I was writing to YouTube creator support, but they don't know what is the problem. I'm still trying. Which fighters does the community want you to support roast? Well, they want me to support good strikers and extremely entertaining fighters. They want me to roast. Listen, I made that call because their fans were sending me that threat. So I will roast every boring Dagestani wrestler, and I will roast every fighter whose fans were trashing me, but whose fans were not like saying something against me. No, who were trashing me like, we are going to come to your house, we are going to do this, that. Fine. I'm gonna call you out now. Do it. Come on, do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Just come. What are you waiting for? I will continue trashing your fighters. If you want to call me out, that's fine. What about boring Georgian wrestlers? Boring Georgian wrestlers? Do they have a boring wrestler? People want support Colby Strickland, the crazy guys. He had YouTube channel, I would never say bad about them. Boy, Georgian wrestlers. Merab. Merab is a pressure fighter. That's actually a nice idea. I could actually roast Merab to some point. But I wouldn't roast him like Abu Bakr. But about boring fights, yes. Merab can be funny, yes. He can be funny. He can be funny. I can roast him to some point, yes, to some point I could. You're right, I could do it to some point. But I was like roasting Abu Bakr for 15 minutes. I was like, oh, stop dragging the fight to the ground, granddad. Oh, you look like a granddad. You look like you're the age of 50. Come on, man. Did you sleep with your wife yesterday? MMA is tribal. Do you think Amir and Kai Kara friends need a rematch at some point? Absolutely. 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 Do you think UFC has gone uphill or downhill in the past year to 3 years? Downhill because of horrible judging. Downhill. Because judging gets worse and worse. Yeah, judging gets worse and worse. Judging really much gets worse and worse, and I'm getting more and more irritant with that kind of judging. That judging annoys me, man. It irritates me so much. I'm like, whenever I see that judging, it's like, I say, I mean, come on, man. Why? What are those judges looking at? No, really, what are those judges looking at? I mean, let's be honest. I know UFC cannot affect judges. I know that Nevada State Commission says who is going to judge the fight, etc. UFC has zero control of it. But man, come on. I mean, come on. Can't you just affect it? At least to some point. Hey, impression of MMA guru roasted Merab. Do you have video pics of the next PFL event? Will be released tomorrow. You goddamn goblin cock, look at this. You're looking like you're age of 70. You're looking like you're the age of 70, you goddamn goblin cock. What the hell are you doing? You're ruining this sport. Does it look like Guru? I hope so. I don't think there is any other sport league that has their judges dictated by state. On point. But Guru... Does Merab know? Does Merab know to drag the fight to the ground? No. Is he gonna take Aldo to the ground? No. Merab has zero wrestling? Is Merab gonna take this fight to the ground? No. Merab doesn't know to wrestle? Merab doesn't know to shoot in? He doesn't know to go for a single leg? Oh no, he knows nothing? Haha, goblin. Volk was supposed to win versus Islam, then now K versus France. UFC needs to do something about the judges. Absolutely. Absolutely, judging is horrible. Even in boxing, the promoters can choose who they commission the fight with and from that have their judges, right? Yes. Only in UFC is totally independent. Judges are totally independent. But judges are like, Volk won that fight against Makachev, and also Kai won that fight. Okay, I agree there are Albazi's fans in this chat. I mean, okay, they gave victory to Albazia, but let's be honest, Kai won 3 rounds. Everybody knows that. Kai won, but Volk did not beat Islam. Volk versus Islam could have been a draw. To me, at least, it could have been a draw. Volk dropped him in round 5. I think it could have been at least a draw. But okay, I can accept a draw in that fight. Pressure on Bilal Muhammad complaining about making weight. I can't cut to 170. It's Ramadan time. I can't cut to 170. Volk won 2 rounds in Islam 3. Yes, Volk won 2 rounds, but I scored round 5 10-8. Have you watched? Yes, I watched the first episode of TUF. Sucked. It was one of the most horrible episodes I've ever seen. Well, he said that, that when he was complaining that he can't come to 170, for the fight against Gilbert Burns, then he reached weight. Yes, the first episode of TUF was such a waste of time. It was a horrible waste of time. Agreed, an hour long for a 10-second fight. Man, 10-second fight. Why do I give a damn what are they doing, what are they drinking, what are they doing? I don't care about that, man. That fighter crying after leaving his family, then losing in 8 seconds. I know, man, that's Nate Jennerman. Impression of Jan Blachowicz. Me. I'm the best fighter. It's me. Yes, I'm gonna win. My dad is laughing. It's me. And I'm the most powerful. I'm the Polish power. That is Jan Blachowicz. I preferred Europe versus USA. That was awesome. Bilal trying to get more money. Probably yes. Why was everyone crying? I have family. Everyone has a family. Of course, man. But you are an athlete. I mean, that's a part of the game. I understand that you miss your wife and kiddos, but Yuri Prochashka impression. What's that kind of a question? I'm gonna knock out everybody who stands in front of me. That question. I'm the future champ. Canada versus Australia was a nice TF episode. Oh, it was awesome. I rewatched that episode many times. Canada-Australia was brutal. Yuri Prochashka impression is like easy. They should make TUF with someone Conor liked. Conor chose prospects. Bad call by Conor, I guess. Conor versus Diaz would have been better instead of Chandler. Yeah, I mean someone Conor hated like Islam in TUF. Does he really have some enemies right now? I think about Conor, it's all about marketing. He could hate anybody if it's marketable. I think so, at least. But I know some impressions. Don't know much impressions though, but I'm learning. I'm learning every day. For example, Colby Covington's impression is very hard. I try to copycat Colby, but I don't know. No, Conor and Khabib team hate each other. That would be amazing. Anybody from Khabib team to like putting Conor in the same room with Khabib team would be awesome because they can't stand each other. Imagine Conor and Khabib shaking hands. That will no, that is not going to happen. Islam is in this episode. I actually like that. I actually like that if Islam is in the episode. Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green in TUF would have been interesting. Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't want Tony Ferguson to lose, but he's going to lose. Yeah, man, he's going to lose, and I'm gonna cry again. Yeah, gonna force me cry, man, when he loses. 5 losses in a row, and I'm a die-hard fan of Tony Ferguson. What can I say? I wanted Tony and Conor TUF. I wanted Tony and Khabib TUF, man. That fight was postponed 6 times. I mean, imagine somebody postponing the fight 6 times. Brutal. But you're gonna make me cry, man. I'll be honest with you, you're gonna make me cry because of that. That was such a sad thing to go. Imagine Tony Ferguson kicking the wall, showing people how he trains. Oh, kicking metal objects. And pitching also. Khabib versus GSP also was a fight I wanted, so disappointed. That fight will never happen. GSP cannot drop to 155. Khabib never wanted to move to 170. And that fight has never came to fruition. I'm telling you, my impression skills are okay. But I can't copycat every fighter. What about Silva GSP? Oh, that would be awesome. Hey, these are two of my favorite fighters. That would be painful to watch to me, but these are actually my two favorite fighters. Shavkat in Dubai, we need him. Opponent, what do you think? Shavkat should only fight top 5. I'm telling you, that guy is a future champ. Shavkat is a future champ. I'm telling you, that guy is a future champ. Kelvin? It's easy win for Shavkat. No, it would be easy win for Shavkat, easy squeezy. That guy's a future star. You're hilarious when you pretend make voices. Oh, thank you. I would really definitely agree with that aspect of the game. Just saying, definitely. I know to act. Don't know to act every single fighter though, but some of them I do. And it can sound like a good fight. Yeah, but like it's easy. It's too easy fight for Shavkat. We need something harder. Like I think Shavkat is heavily underrated, guys. Shavkat can't fight up, they're all busy. Then he needs to sit and wait. I mean, he smoked out Geoff Neal. It would have been a step back if he fights a low-ranked fighter right now. He deserves better. Everybody knows that he deserves better. Alright, guys, now why not keep him active? Maybe that's a good call. I don't know. Just say maybe, but so far. But he'll continue winning. Like, Shavkat deserves like top 5 fighter, but they're busy, right? He will get paid. That's okay. Usman Shavkat or Shavkat Belal. I would love to see those fights, but they are all busy right now. Welcome, each fighter has its own shortcomings, and we are about to expose it. Oh yeah, that used to be my show earlier when I was trashing people. Shavkat is not big name, he need a lot of wins to get title fight. That is true. That is true. Everybody were having shortcomings earlier. Anyway, guys, I need to go now, catch up for TUF season, and I need to get some sleep right now. So waking up at 4 a.m. for TUF season, and let's enjoy and have fun. So this TUF, I hope it's not gonna be boring like the previous one. And we're gonna see. Alright, night, fellas. And I'm getting up. People from that world need 10 win streak. I know. I'm getting up at 4 a.m. Catch you for TUF. Thank you for the support, fellas. Love you all. Night. Until morning.